Hit it. Hit me again, tube sock. All right. Welcome to.
Did you just read the name of the pod?
It's not the SOS Podcast.
Was it a question? Like, are you asking us?
No, I was starting to and see if anyone
Traumatic.
said something.
Did you say traumatic?
Yeah, it's traumatic. I'm traumatized.
Traumatized.
Traumatador, they sell those at the gas station bathrooms.
Is that like a fucking ED pill?
And traumatizing Matador, they're like little fucking.
All right.
Get you cleaner.
Welcome to Unnecessary and Unfiltered.
Yeah, that about sums that one. I'm surprised they actually remember the name of one of those.
Yeah, you would remember the name of something you get out of a quarter machine in the gas station bathroom.
I snorted one when I was a child, but I've never actually used one. So.
Okay. If that's true, first of all, I want to know how old.
No, is Logan in the camera?
Yeah.
When I say child,
It doesn't look like it.
That doesn't show the full screen.
Okay.
18, 19.
Super confused looking at that.
Okay. Because I was going to say, like, why did your parents fucking...
Wait, 18
want
is
out of
fucking
the thing?
Sheltered as hell.
That was like, I guess that was 8 years ago, but.
I've been a lot of growing up since then.
I would say so.
Living in a note.
Believe it or not.
So what's the word, birds?
Bird.
How y'all doing?
Where's the word?
A bird.
Doing well.
I hate this time of year. The weather changes. And
I
it's
closed the
just-
window so you didn't have to see
It's
it.
fucking
Or the
depressing,
blinds.
and it's overcast, and it's cold, and it's raining, and
Yeah, but it was literally 85 yesterday.
I
was wondering what was up with you today.
literally a week ago, it was beautiful outside. I was in shorts,
What?
a t-shirt, my
90
windows
A
were
week ago,
downstairs.
it was like 1,000 degrees.
It was perfect outside.
No, I
Living on the fucking sun.
65 and a little bit
Oh,
of
dude,
breeze.
I'm gonna fucking kill this
I'm
fly.
totally okay if it's cooler outside,
It's not like the rain.
but when it's raining and overcast and it's just a dark, gloomy day, man.
Yeah, it's
I like the
I want to
overcast.
lay in bed and watch TV.
It hasn't been as monsoony as it was supposed to be, though.
No, it's just been a constant annoying mist.
Well, like, it was supposed to start raining, like, at 5 o'clock yesterday, and it didn't rain till, like, probably close to 10 o'clock.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is actually interesting. You mentioned the word monsoon because that's what they call it in Arizona is monsoon season.
Monsoon lagoon.
Because when it rains, because when it rains, it just fucking rains. Like
rains.
it downpours.
You know, in, where is it, like Oregon, I think? It rains like 287 days out of the year.
It's a rainy state in the United
That
States.
would fucking blow.
I actually think I did see this in someone. It was, what was it on? Oh, it was on Foreplay, the Barstool Golf podcast. And they were shitting on Seattle because of that. And somebody commented on their podcast and said, actually, it only rains an average of 160 days a year here. And they went, that's still fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then they
Still
go,
almost
and then
half the year.
it's
Yeah.
overcast, like cloudy, like 280 days of the year.
It only rained twice in July, and I was fucking pissed about it. So
So it's
That it
Why is
rained.
that?
You were mad that it rained.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my yard was mad for a different reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just say your yard was
just
a
dead.
different story. Your yard was a totally different story. But I don't. Yeah.
Not
this
ideal.
weather is just it's not there.
Wish it would
But
gradually change to a season 2 at some point.
it isn't gradually changing.
No.
Just
no,
like,
it doesn't. It's a hard drop.
It'll be 90 next week, so
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
probably. No, I think it's like low 70s.
Is that the first day of fall?
There.
I
Yesterday
believe it
Yes.
was. Spooky.
Yesterday.
Yesterday was first day of fall.
What do you think I'm...
Drinking Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
Because it's fall, yeah.
You become a white girl once fall.
I'm not
switches
drinking
over.
a fucking pumpkin spice latte.
I don't know what you were drinking this morning. I don't know. You want some coffee?
Yeah.
PSL?
Black and strong, baby.
Black and strong.
I'm going to leave that one on.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not saying a word. We're going to let that one go.
Oh,
I went a couple different routes with that, but we're going to. I'm surprised Jordan didn't say something off the wall. Forgot he's changed.
new potty, new him.
Changed, man.
But yeah, man, it's just that time of year. Things are
Chris Brown.
Isn't that one of his songs?
He just text you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
Very
nice.
breezy. No. There's a song called Changed Man.
There's just my biggest thing is now if we're gonna be at this weather pattern, it needs to stay this kind of shit. Like don't go back up to 90 degrees.
Yeah, I feel like shit today because the weather sucks. Keep me feeling like shit.
Because I'm not saying that. I just need it to be. I don't feel like shit today. I just don't like this weather. Like
That's
I don't want it to keep going back and
If
forth.
it goes back, Jess will get sick, and
Yeah.
I can't have that.
Like I just need it to now that
There's
we're
a big
here,
thing
now
there.
that we're in the fall weather,
Done.
just I want to put my shorts away, pull out pants, and
See, that's
go
like I think what I'm most. That's like one of the things I like the most about fall is the fucking clothing.
Pants.
I love wearing jeans,
Hoodies.
a fucking hoodie or a crew neck,
Beanies.
long sleeve shirt.
Do you like? I mean, do you prefer that like weather style over the warmth in the summer?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Boots.
see, I'm
fucking
not.
get my Chelsea boots out.
Which I have a friend of mine that he loves like this weather outside today is his favorite.
Rain?
He likes it dark and rain and overcast. He doesn't like sun.
work midnights and just has to
No,
sleep
he's-
all day.
No, he
Is it
works in a
dark and
restaurant. Works in a restaurant. That's how we met. But like I'll like talk about like how much I love being outside and it's sunny and it just boosts my mood and
I
Why
do.
Why does he like? Does he like to go outside and play in it, or like?
No.
He would rather. Does
So
he go
that's
outside when it's sunny out?
yeah, but he just prefers this.
He just
Does he-
likes to like sit in and read a book or watch a
Pretty
TV
much.
series.
Yeah.
I get that kind of, but I couldn't imagine.
couldn't do
like,
that.
Maybe it's
that'd be my
easier to
favorite.
do that when it's nasty out, so he feels better about doing the things that he likes to do, which is read and sit inside, because it's not nice out.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten down to the
Could
psychological.
be a
reason,
callback to
but-
Jordan's
On-
problem.
Just saying.
I was gonna say that like circles back to you. Do you feel less guilty when it's shitty outside? if
Absolutely.
you're
I didn't
not
run
doing
today.
it?
I didn't do any exercise, and that's on my daily
Yeah,
list
I
of things to
actually- I
do.
do agree with
And
that.
I feel totally fine that I did
I
not
agree.
do that.
I didn't do
Plus, I
anything.
fucking about murdered myself last night on a ride. So
okay,
I'm
what?
golden.
I literally woke up this morning. I'm like, I'm gonna run before when I get up because Clay was supposed to practice at the Dome in Rossford because it was supposed to rain all day.
Blow, blow up things.
Yeah, because it was supposed to rain all day, and I was gonna get up and run, so I didn't have to go to the gym. Cause I usually go to the gym before work, cause it's literally right next to it. Cause I wasn't gonna go to Clay, I was gonna go to the Dome instead of going to Clay, and then I got up and it was raining, and I was like, no, I'm okay.
I'm good. I don't need to. It's fine.
You look like you're about
It's
to
okay
say
to
something.
relax.
No.
Or like have
Why
some
are
work
you
on it.
staring at me? Stop
I
staring.
looked up and you were like this.
Can we have a divider right here, please?
Alright.
So we're gonna backtrack because I know Logan was about to get to it. How did you almost die last night, Jordan?
Yeah, well, you said you almost murdered yourself.
Oh no, I just
How does that work?
well, it was a kind of a crappy day. It was kind of misting, and it didn't really actually rain like we were talking about, but it was like misting and stuff. But I had my Tuesday ride. I came back in full force yesterday. I haven't been on that ride in quite a few weeks for various reasons, but it was the fastest time I've ever done, and fastest. I did 25 miles in 20 minutes,
So
or
that's what
20
you
mile an
like,
hour
you
average.
almost killed yourself like going after it.
Yeah. I beat the shit. Yeah, it hurt to walk this morning when I
There was
got
no
up.
exciting story there. Like
I thought like
I got hit by a car twice in my dreams. I don't know. It didn't know. Nothing crazy happened. It was a good workout, and I was proud of it. And yeah, I'm cool
That
with not
makes
doing
sense.
anything today, so I
that
can
makes it
pick it back up tomorrow to take a nice
Yeah,
rest.
I thought there was definitely gonna be an elaborate story coming with that.
Nope, nothing cool. Sorry.
Okay, sorry man.
and that makes more sense because actually too, I think about like last year when COVID first everything got shut down. I was totally okay with like staying home and quarantining for the first part of the quarantine because it was shitty out. I don't want to be outside.
Oh, yeah, it was-
staying
it
home
was-
and not doing anything.
Transitioning to spring.
Yeah.
End of winter, beginning of spring, where it's like this outside.
So we all saw, because I sent it in a text message, but that dude that put that bet, I first saw it on Twitter, and that's why when I sent it to you guys, but
I'm gonna bring it up because I kind of forget.
what's that?
I'm gonna bring it up.
Oh yeah, I want to remember what the
everybody
what
he
the,
bet on?
what the
It was
ticket is.
it was every team. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
I think
all
it
that was all
yeah.
16.
Yeah, because it
games.
was 16 games,
Yeah.
yeah. So, whoever can pull it up, if you want to read off
Got it.
just read off quick what all he picked. It was a 16-team parlay on the MGM Grand app.
Washington football team.
$25 for 769K or some shit like that.
796, I believe.
It was basically $727,000.
Wow.
41 off.
Which so he won 15 games and needed the Lions to beat Packers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Monday night game.
The
yeah.
Monday night game, the
They
Lions
were
beat the
winning,
Packers.
correct? I think
I
I
think
missed it. I was
halftime.
working.
I think it was. I mean, yeah, I don't
It was a
remember.
good game, but
I think
yeah, the
they
Packers.
All I remember is I needed Devontae Adams to have 0.4 more points, and he didn't get it. And I lost by 4.
Aaron Jones had like fucking 100,000
Yeah, he had
touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. Yeah,
4.
4 touchdowns. What's that?
That's not 100,000.
It's also not free, so.
I'm pretty sure I
It's
was
the literal pod.
So the price is right. You're closer to the outgoing over.
Yeah, if you go over.
You're only over by 999,000.
Yeah.
You're like little
So
Yoda
is
guy.
So, but you said that because it was like a free $25, he could not have won all that anyways.
Yeah, I think I saw an article on that. It was he couldn't. He still won it, but he can't cash it out.
Right. So would you be more pissed in his actual scenario that he was one game out of 16 away from winning that, quote unquote, or more pissed or would you have been more pissed if he would have won and couldn't cash all that money out?
Well,
And forget the fact that he would have won $500, but
yeah, no, but he would have won all of that. That I think that would have been in his account still. He just can't cash it out.
That makes no sense.
that
to
doesn't
me.
make any sense.
So then it becomes I think it just becomes the $25 because you can't cash out the $25 free play
it's just then you're just playing with house money.
Correct.
basically. But
But you know what?
Their house
I have no
money,
problem with that
yours.
because you can win some money on that.
But then yes, I think you can cash out. Say he makes another $25 bet that wins $300. I think he can cash out that $300. It would just be a process of cashing it out.
That's what. That
Or
would be
a process
Or
of either
losing
cashing
all
it out or
the money.
losing all. You're playing with their house money. That's just them getting you to keep fucking doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, still you can bet a lot.
And so is it a thing where like he gets that $25 free play because he put X amount of
Yeah,
dollars
it was
in?
probably one of those like deposit $100, we'll give you $25
So how do they know that it wasn't his 25?
because it's designated on the app
Well,
differently.
what's the difference between the other 100 and that 25?
There's absolutely no difference
Which
besides
that's
the
what I
fact
mean.
that the rules when he clicked I agree to the terms say that he can't cash that out.
I just feel like there shouldn't be an option to win that much money.
Yeah, and I don't think
'Cause I feel
I
like
don't
that would
think
just wanna
that
fucking
MGM was
blow
ever
up MGM.
ever thought that someone would take their $25 free play and bet a 16 team parlay with it,
That's false.
or be even close to winning the 16 team parlay. That's the crazier thing is he was 15 for 16, and those aren't all like the favorite didn't win all the games.
So devotion to accuracy here on this entire story. Okay, so the MGM Grand typically does not allow a cash out option for free bets. This time though, the company made an exception due to the amazing picks and unlikely odds.
so they came out and said yes, we will let you cash out. If you
So because he had 15 of the 16, he was able to cash out 133 grand.
Oh, so they let because you can cash out a
Yeah.
parlay before like you can get halfway through it and cash out.
Gotcha. And
So what do you think they like call them? Like,
No, it was
like,
probably a news
hey,
story. Well, I mean, it was how big
You
was
can
it
take it out right now.
on Monday?
What?
How big was it though? It was all over the place.
So even if you don't hit anything on, if you get, like say in this situation, if you got 15 of the 16, you can't cash, like you don't get even a certain, like okay, it's like the Powerball.
No,
if you have 3 of the 5 numbers,
No,
you still
don't
get access, you
anything.
still get
So
some amount.
if you there's
That's
an
why I'm
option on the
curious.
parlays, like you can cash out or you can play the last let it play out. If you cash out, you get whatever you would have won with only it being a 15 team parlay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if
You're
you
telling me there's $600,000 in between in that
because
last game?
because that means he was betting 100 and what he cash out 170.
133.
That means he's betting $133,000 on the Lions winning this game
It's almost like deal or no
at
deal.
plus 400, which is probably $726,000.
Oh, he's fucking smart ass man.
So regardless,
He probably went, I'm gonna pick all the games, and he's just like, he's like, oh my god, I can win $726,000.
regardless,
Yeah.
it was a free $25 bet, and he was able to cash out 133 grand.
I think it's cool that they
Yes.
let him do it because, like they said, normally they won't let you cash out, but they're probably like, no, dude, you went 15 for 15, and like I think there was like probably 6 or 7 upsets. Well, not upsets,
Yeah,
but
actually,
like
there were close games
The
in there.
favorite didn't win.
No, but
A lot of those plus or minuses.
I don't know. That sounds like a nice fucking gesture though, but
Mostly minus.
that's a
That
marketing.
means they're favorites then.
100%.
They're you know how many more parlays they're gonna get,
Yeah.
16 game parlays that
Well-
people are just gonna be throwing money into the MGM just to try to do it.
It was probably
We hit 5 out of 6 underdogs.
Yes.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, Ravens played Kansas City, so they probably were.
So then,
Yeah,
not
so-
to mention some of those games were extraordinarily close too. So when there was some drama.
And then
So
I
the
think
Ravens
it
barely won.
wasn't
For him to
any
win
like
those.
over under stuff. It was all straight winner,
Yeah,
right?
it was all straight
Yeah.
up.
Which is wild. I can't even imagine that.
So with that,
I can't even win a fucking fantasy football game.
the shitty part is you still can't. I don't remember what to say. I don't remember. It's irrelevant. I don't remember where he lived or where he was from, but not Ohio because Ohio still isn't approved sports betting.
You could have drove to Michigan or another state.
Could have drove to Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania, or West Virginia if you lived in Ohio.
Those are the only.
So
No, that's
if you
the
think
only
about
ones we can
Ohio,
drive
think
to.
about it on a map. You got Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania,
You
West
got one.
Virginia.
You got one on every side basically.
So the only person that doesn't-
straight down.
The only one that doesn't or hasn't approved it or legalized it yet in our border is Kentucky.
Aren't they close? I thought they were close.
But everybody else has. So like when Gage said they could drove to Michigan, you know, if you live in Toledo and I want to bet on some shit,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
drive across the
30
border,
yeah,
you
30 minutes,
can
you're
open
good.
the app. The app will not okay.
You can
so
open
just
it. It
because
just says you can't
you're
do
right.
it.
Yeah, because and actually, so I used the Barstool Sports app when I went to Chicago. I bet on some shit. I came back. I won some money. It let me cash it out, and I could take the money, but I could no longer bet on anything.
Yeah, you could cash
Because
out
the
because you
G-
placed the
GPS
bet
thing on
in fucking Chicago,
Correct. Yes.
which is cool.
So that has led me to believe or question. So first of all, Ohio, for those of you guys who don't know, Ohio is extraordinarily close to passing this law to legalize sports betting. They wanted to have it done before the Congress went to their summer break, which would have been in May, and then they just came back from their break. They didn't get it all the way done. They just got back. And now what it is, I think either the House or the Senate has passed it. The opposite still hasn't passed it. And basically what it's coming down to is who's going to control it.
Yeah, it's logistics of
Correct.
Of it.
So certain, there's going to be 40 total operating licenses. So that includes if you want to open a casino with sports betting, you can do that. If you want to have sports betting at a fucking gas station, a carry out, sure. So there's 40 total licenses that available throughout the state that they're. So
But you gotta think a lot of those are probably already gone too as soon as it becomes.
Oh yeah,
legal.
corporate.
any of the
interests.
casinos are going to have them in Ohio. I'm
Well,
sure.
I mean, you're gonna give it to Barstool. You're gonna give it to like MGM, the
Sure.
big places, and then
Yeah.
because I don't know if
They're gonna give them to the highest bidder.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
and the ones that are established that are already making money
Yeah,
on it, they're just gonna be like here.
So, and then it comes down to the questions that the debate right now is, okay, so who's going to regulate it? Is it going to be the Ohio Gaming Commission who does the casinos? Is it going to be the Ohio Lottery? Or is there going to be a separate entity? Is it going to be a combination of both? And then the question is, where does the money go? Is the money going to go back to, like the lottery does, where it goes back to schools? Is it going to be just an all private? Is it going to be any state ran? So everybody's just trying to decide, who's going to get their cut out of it.
Yeah.
Trying to decide who's going to get what money, and it's because it's a multi-million-dollar business, man. And then the biggest question that I read,
Back to the people.
well,
Yeah,
and then the
right.
biggest
Okay,
question I
yeah,
read
that
was whether or not they should allow, because some states don't allow betting on college sports in their state.
well, I think it should go to the farming of the new college paid athletes, where the money goes to high school student athletes. Or
High school.
not high school student athletes, high school programs.
Okay.
So not the athletes in general. They can wait. But
Wait.
no,
So you
no.
want to give the money?
So-
you want to give the money to high schools? That's what lottery already is doing.
Like
Oh,
yeah,
lotteries
the
are
Ohio,
good.
like so when you
That's
buy a
what the
lottery
lottery
ticket.
was technically made to do.
Well,
That was the money that's made from the Ohio lottery is supposed to go to the schools.
You're right. I
Gotcha.
mean, that's exactly, and that's what they're trying to decide. So is this any of this money going to go back to them? Whatever. So I guess the question that people are also asking and that I'm wondering is like, first of all, do you think it should be legal? Which
Yeah.
I think collectively the four of us probably all agree that
Absolutely,
there's
and
no
I
problem
also-
with it to be.
I also think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's another argument about something. Not even about him actually being in the Hall of Fame.
That'll be a
but, like,
callback for another episode.
with the shit that's becoming legal.
Logan said no.
You don't
No,
think
I
it
was
should?
kidding.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, people already do it.
Well, I
Right?
mean, and
there's
it's-
avenues to do it.
Do you
People
get-
drive to different states. There's websites you can go to that literally are like, "Hey, don't tell your state that we're doing this."
I know 3 bookies that
Exactly.
do it underground, so it's like,
We live in a fucking podunk little town.
they don't even bet on sports. So.
I know so many people that have a bookie.
do you
Literally just call instead of fucking going.
Yeah, they don't
to
use an
carry
app. They just call them and say, "Hey, put
Yeah.
$150 in this game."
do you have an issue with them? Like, do you have an issue with the college sports betting too? Like, do you think the college should be out of that, or
I don't see why it would be
I
any
don't see why
different,
not.
considering it's a ran like regular organization anyway.
Yeah.
the possibility of fixing games and whatever else? So, and I think they're just that I think if the NIL thing wouldn't have happened, I don't know if maybe there'd be a little more of an argument then because they're trying to keep the money aspect out of it. But
Oh yeah.
Well,
the only
the
thing
NCAA did not want the NIL to happen
no.
at all. They did not want that to happen.
No, and that came out of the Supreme Court case. So I think collectively, yeah, we all agree that it should pass, and then at the same time, it comes down to who should regulate it. You know, do you it really just depends on.
What are
Fuck the
pros and
feds, but
cons
everything
there?
has to be regulated.
Of what? Of who should regulate it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
So
not
everything
sure.
that I've read, a lot of it has to say that if it's like the Ohio Gaming Commission, then it's just the casinos, and the Ohio Lottery is going to they're not going to get anything. They're not getting any of the money. So none of the money is going to go back to.
So really,
Why don't we
it
just?
really
Why don't
boils
they
down
just
where it's gonna go.
take the blueprint from other states and how are other states running?
I think they are taking some. They're taking some pieces, but some states aren't. You know, some state. From what I've read is collectively, some states are doing things differently. So Ohio has always made things difficult. They're trying to say, okay, look, let's look at this from our point of view. What's going to work best for us, and who can get the best fair share out of what we're doing? Because I know it's going to be such a huge market. Ohio State, and I mean, we have so many. We have what?
It's going to be an uproar if they pass it and you can't bet on college sports.
I think they pretty much said, look, this
You're
has
going
to
to
be
have
included.
every Ohio State fan.
But you know, you think about Ohio is a lot of people don't realize this, but Ohio is a huge market for sports.
Yeah.
With the amount of professional teams we have, with the amount of colleges we have in this state, I mean, it's insane. It really is. So there's a big market for sports betting in this state.
Please silence your phones.
Silence your phones and keep your arms and legs on inside the vehicle at all times.
So if you allow the Ohio Lottery, and actually this is the other debate, is the issue of whether or not, if it's the gaming commission, then the casino gets part of it. If it's just the Ohio Lottery, then the Ohio Lottery is saying, then the casino does not get any part of it. So that means you're not going to have pop-up stations at casinos. It's just Ohio-based. But then there's also, I think from the latest draft that I read, it's going to be a combination of both. The Ohio Lottery is going to have some say, the casino or the control whatever is going to have some, and then everybody's going to be able to get what they need.
I like both, the idea
I
of
do
both,
too.
because I want to be able to go into Frickers, and instead of playing Keno, I can bet on the fucking Tigers game right there.
Yeah, but you
As
could do
a-
that
as
anyway.
a-
You could do that anyway from your phone with an app.
Well, true, but I can also, I can't bet on Keno on my phone. I can't place
You can.
bets. No,
No,
you
you
can't.
can't.
You can't
No,
take
you
money
can't.
out of your
You
account
can
and put
check-
it into a Keno.
you
You
can
can
check
check
your
your
ticket.
Keno ticket through your phone, but you can't actually do that. So I made it
Oh
more.
boy, that would be bad.
Yeah, that would be really bad. So, but I
This
think
guy would be broke, I'm sure.
I think it'd be
Sit
really
on
cool
my
to be able to
tickets.
actually to something to do while you're sitting at a bar watching the game or whatever. And definitely, and then obviously at the casino too.
So in that aspect, that would be like Ohio Lottery ran.
but yes,
Mhm.
If it was
Well,
in
Ohio
the
It wouldn't
Lottery
have to be,
sponsorship.
if Frickers signed a partnership with, like, Barstool Sports, for example, for lack of a better part, they could just supply that.
But I don't think that's not how it's going to go. From what they're trying to pass is the Ohio Lottery's going to say, hey, look, you can put these in, and then the gaming commission's
So
going
you're trying to, like, they want to put it in, like, the kiosk. You can bet, go up to the kiosk
Mhm.
and bet on the kiosk.
Yes, and that's how some states already have it. You can go to a gas station and bet on whatever you
Yeah.
want.
God, I feel like the lines would be ridiculous for like the first 2 months.
But you could also just do the same thing from your phone.
Or I can drive up to, if I'm at the casino in Toledo or in Cleveland or wherever, and I want to go throw some money down instead of because actually they have a barstool, like a lounge at the MGM in Detroit, and it's a million TVs. You can go in there, place bets, whatever. I guess you can do it from your phone. It's
Fucking betting on the
environment
phones.
I say, yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's
Essentially.
exactly what it is. So I don't know. There's been a lot of debate, but the nice thing is I think everybody's in agreement. It's gonna happen. They want it to happen. Like all the naysayers are, they've come to an agreement on it, whatever. And now at this point, it is literally just a dick swinging contest of deciding
Who gets
who's
the
gonna get the money and who's
Sounds
controlling it.
about right, doesn't
Yep.
it?
I don't really
all
I don't really understand how it was ever like what is the negative to allowing it?
I think a lot with the Pete Rose thing. I think comes into any of that sports betting in general has always had a huge horrible stigma.
Yeah, but he
against
was
it.
doing it and it was illegal everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
now like on a state by state basis, what is the difference if I really wanted to do it, I could literally just go to another state.
Well, I mean,
and
you
do it.
still
So
can't
at
bet on
that
it.
point,
Like it's still in the rules of your sport. Like you can't bet on your own game.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't throw a game on purpose. You can't. I mean, that's
Well, like
just, that's-
NCAA rules is you can't bet on anything. So because you can't bet on anything. If you're an NCAA athlete, you can't bet on anything that the NCAA has a championship in.
That makes sense.
And if you do, you become ineligible. So technically, the way we were told at Trine was you technically can't do a bracket for money. if you're a college basketball player, because that's technically gambling on a sport
That makes
that
sense.
the NCAA has a championship in. Even if like you're a D3 basketball player and you're betting on the Division I national championship, you can't do it. If you got caught, you would technically become ineligible. But nobody's ever going to pursue that.
Right.
And I don't think that's ever going to change.
No, it's
I
not. It
think
should
ever
change.
No, I
So-
don't think so either.
But the difference is that in the pro sports, you can bet on other games.
Really? I didn't know that. So if I'm a professional athlete, I can bet on other games. I just can't bet on my
That
own
makes
game?
sense. That's why the NBA titles always fucking suck.
Well, no, that that does make. But that I mean, I think
Well,
that,
at least what I know, I think so. I believe you can.
well, that makes more sense to me
Because
if you
LeBron
can.
couldn't bet against himself.
Oh no, we
But I
got a
don't-
super team in the fucking NBA finals because of fucking money.
That makes more sense to me that you can bet on a team, another team. You just can't bet on your own game. So then, to me, that I don't understand why it's an issue in the NCAA. Like NCAA, you should be able to bet. I mean, if I want to bet on another team playing,
Because
okay.
Because the NCAA has always been pawns.
Yeah. What is the when has the NCAA done anything?
Oh, no, I'm not
That's what
saying
That's
that
what
at
it
all.
is. That's what it is. It's because the NCAA is the NCAA.
And these colleges have been capitalizing on these student athletes for years and years and years, and they don't want it to fucking change because they're bringing them so much fucking revenue, and they have no say against it. And they can't fucking make money off of
Yeah, they can.
endorsements or anything else until now.
Yeah, they can.
Ding. What a beautiful
I think it's
segue.
fucking awesome.
It's great, man.
Dude, that might
I'm fucking awesome. I'm
that
by
might
myself.
that might have been the best segue you have ever said.
And I feel like you
I
knew
think that
it
was
too,
the best
because you
one on
like
the pod.
sped up
It was.
really fast.
Might have been like he got excited.
Did
I
you?
remember one of our earlier episodes, like it was something similar, and Jordan he got all excited. He's like, "Yeah, we're like rolling into the next segment," and they're moving his arms. It's funny if you watch that
Started
video.
fucking dancing.
But
like when I
no,
can relate.
the NIL, the name, image, and likeness deal with it. So basically, what started with that was California back in 2019 passed their deal that basically stated that by 2023, students they should be able to make money off of themselves. And
Name and likeness, correct?
yes, so then by the time it started, that kind of got the ball rolling, and everybody's like, "Hey, look, let's do this. We agree with it. We love it." Well, then the NCAA is like, pump the brakes, buddy. It's not fucking happening.
We make money off them. You
Yes.
guys, they can't make money off themselves.
Went to the Supreme Court and they sided with the athletes, basically. So, a couple, I know we all had some stuff that, we were talking about earlier in the week. A couple things that I came across. Basically the NIL, for those that are listening that don't know what it is, it's the name, image, and likeness deal that the NCAA is going to be following, which basically means the athletes can make as much possible money using their social media, monetizing their social media, teaching camps or lessons, or even, just doing memorabilia like signing autographs. Like I have a friend of mine that plays D3 basketball, and he just started this summer. He started doing basketball camps.
Yeah. So before you could do a camp, you just couldn't get paid for it.
Correct. Yeah.
You
So,
couldn't get
Wait,
paid
like
for it.
personally as a player, or like to help with the
Personally, as a player, you could have
yeah,
for
like a
example,
fucking
like,
John Deaver camp or something?
yeah, you could have John Deaver could have a camp, but he couldn't get paid for the camp.
I thought you meant like work the camp for.
No.
No.
Now you can have
Pay
like
me
this
or-
is the John Deaver skills camp.
Yeah.
The $150 you pay for this camp goes into my pocket.
like the Micah
I know.
Hyde camp in Fostoria he has every year. So now college athletes are able to do that. And I think that's like the NCAA's way of saying, okay, well, we're not going to pay you anything, even though we're making billions of dollars off you
You just
playing
get to
every year.
make your own
But now you
revenue.
can make your own money. So it's kind of
What?
a compromise a little bit.
To an extent, I agree. Yeah.
You
I
know,
think it's going to make NCAA video games come back because now they can actually be paid for.
well, of course, because if the
games.
NCAA can make money off it, then why wouldn't you?
Yeah, they're gonna have to because
But the thing now is, it's different because before the NCAA was getting the money for all of the unnamed players' licensures,
Player number.
and now like it's like any professional sports game, like the NBA 2K series. Every person in that game gets a check from 2K for being in the game. Now it's going to be the same for the same for
Absolutely.
college sports games.
And they're
They
still
get
going to
a-
make so much money off.
Do they get a flat rate on that?
I
or
think
is
I
it
think
like
it's just
per copy
I think
sold?
it's come to a point where it's just like a straight fee.
It should be a
Like,
straight fee. Yeah.
because
I mean I'm
Sure,
sure
it's like a royalty.
it's like a fucking 0.00001 cents per fucking copy sold or some shit
like
like
streaming
that.
Right.
That might be slightly more than streaming.
probably a lot more, but like so from my understanding, it's a lot of like the D1 athletes and everything.
It's everyone.
I know that, but I'm saying like your hot shots, your
Yeah.
point guards, your big time that
Quarterbacks.
yeah, exactly. They're gonna get huge endorsement deals right off the rip. Nike's gonna run, these big name companies are gonna run right to them and boom, boom,
It's
boom.
not even big things like that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It
No,
goes
I'm
from
saying
it goes from
like,
that.
I don't know if has Nike signed an NIL. I don't think so.
Probably not, but I'm just saying it's.
Big brands.
It's gonna happen. Big brands are gonna
big
they're gonna
brands
pick
and
out
companies and
the
stuff,
yes.
big names
They have.
in the NCAA. And another thing though, this NIL also allows the even the people or the players that aren't as big name to still make a lot of money. Like there was a
not even a lot,
women's
some.
basketball player. She played for Gonzaga, I think, and she had like over 90,000 followers on Instagram. She had a YouTube channel with like 250,000 subscribers, and she is now able to cash in on.
Well,
on all
that's
of
like
those.
the TikTok shit that blows up.
Exactly.
A lot of the big like
They were never able to
viral
use that before.
TikTok stars are like
I'm on TikTok,
Col-
sponsored by TikTok.
college athletes, and now they can actually cash in on
Yep.
having 14 million followers
Exactly.
on TikTok.
Exactly. Fucking TikToks.
So one of the little, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for here? Asterisks, I guess, to the whole thing is schools can set their own guidelines. So the individual schools can basically come out and say, okay, you can only. I guess I'm not even gonna speculate. I don't know. I just know the schools can basically come out and make their own rules for this. Because right now, the way the rule stands, if the school doesn't say anything, the students can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
They can endorse.
But
They can be
I
endorsed
think
by
I
anybody.
think the schools aren't going to be able to say a lot because the kid's going to be like, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Correct. So that's exactly what
Saying
happened.
there's already like multi-million-dollar deals. So what are the stipulations?
Like you're saying, school wise, I
Well,
think
unless they
Oh,
go like
for
the school
individual players.
goes, you can't cross brand us.
Or
Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
We're a Nike
You're right.
school. You can't be endorsed by Adidas.
yes.
or,
So that would make
Right.
sense.
or it's like
Yeah.
here, UConn's point guard. No, you're not allowed to be a porn star too. Just not gonna work. You can't be endorsed by porn.
Is that an NIL?
Oh,
NIL deal?
Oh, endorsed by Pornhub.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I think that they're like I'm a porn star and I'm a college quarterback by day.
I mean, I can understand.
I feel like they can't do anything about that. You could totally be a porn
That
star.
sounds like a defecation.
There's-
lawsuit.
yeah, they definitely couldn't. I mean, but because I'm like, hey, I don't make any money. I got
Side
any money.
hustle.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna pay
Rim
you
job.
to not be
Yeah,
a porn star.
OnlyFans. So a couple notable.
I give you the university will actually give you $300,000 a year to not fuck people on
Yeah.
camera.
We're actually gonna take that down. So a couple notable ones that I wrote down. So Bryce Young, who's a quarterback for Alabama, he signed a $1 million deal with Cash App. And he signed that before the season even started. So before he'd ever even played his first snap as an Alabama quarterback, they had already signed into a $1 million deal.
So on that note, the Ewers kid that's going to the Buckeyes,
Yeah.
he skipped his senior year of high school to come to Ohio State for that shit
To get money.
to get money.
Yeah. And I
And then
really
just
think
to
you're
be
gonna
on
start seeing that
campus.
more.
I think it's gonna bring more. So like we've had a problem, especially towards like the NBA of people not going to school and going to G leagues and shit because they can make money. I think you're gonna start to see, at least in college basketball, with it being like you can go straight to the NBA after this year, I think. After this year, you can go straight to the NBA
Yeah.
from high school.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna start seeing more kids go to college because they can get paid now.
Absolutely.
Probably if you're good, you're gonna get paid more than G
Yeah.
League.
Yeah. You'll make more money in college with 2 endorsements that are $500K a piece than you will in the G League making $45,000 a year.
So and with that, I mean
Unless you're really good, then you'll be on you actually get drafted and be fine. But
Yeah.
there was a lot of people with the sidebar with the Ewers thing when he first announced that he was skipping his senior year to go straight to college. Everybody was like, well, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, hey, I mean, come on, man! Like, you're missing your best days, like, high school, whatever."
yeah, but I'm rich.
But at the same time, if he plays his senior year and fucking snaps his leg in 3 pieces or something, then it's like, hey, I just lost all this money. And it's the same thing with guys leaving college to go to the pros early.
Yeah, that's
It's the
what
same
I'm saying
argument.
too.
It's the
That's
exact same argument.
what people have been doing is, or like people leaving early. You might see more people stay because they don't have to worry about the money. I have to get to the league to
I
take
see
care of
what
my
you're saying.
family. But I've been here for 3 years and I made $7 million in 3 years because this
I'm not
fucking
even going to the
yeah, like my
You're
family's taken care of.
8-year
I'm gonna stay
senior.
in school, get my degree, and then I'll go to the league after that.
My only issue with that is eventually that cash cow is going to dry out very quickly, like once they're done with college. Whereas they can have a longer.
No, I'm saying they're
relationship.
still gonna go to the league, but they're not gonna leave their
Right away.
sophomore year
I gotcha.
to go to the NBA when they can make
It depends on
probably,
how much money.
arguably, maybe more if they fall out of the lottery. They can probably make more in endorsements than they would in their rookie contracts.
So do you think like, so say you made those deals like in your second year of college, they're probably
They're probably
they're
one.
gonna
They're
s-
probably
they're
1 year
gonna
deals, but they'll probably resign you.
Say you
Yeah.
think they'll stick like if you do like say you do get drafted like fucking last round, last pick, you think they'll be like, I don't really want that anymore.
I mean, that
Or
depends.
it'll stick and you'll still be getting that money.
I think they'll be 1 year. They'll probably be 1 year contracts. You probably won't see a whole lot of
you know.
3 year NIL deals.
Can you imagine what fucking Zion would have done in college?
Could you, dude? Nike would have signed him in college, and made his own. I won't be surprised if within the next 5 years we see a college athlete have a signature shoe.
Oh, absolutely, and the whole team wearing it. You can see that.
I mean, which is crazy for
Or
like
multiple
for
on
an
the same
18-year-old, you know.
But
I mean,
That's-
Lamelo's had 2 signature shoes already.
it's the moral of the story is college
Yeah,
athletes
signature
are
shoe in
going
high
to
school.
get paid what they deserve and be able to capitalize on themselves and work for themselves through school, whatever.
I
think
feel like some of them are gonna like go after crazy fucking deals.
Whatever.
Dude, like,
Hey,
Hey man, if anyone's gonna
it's limitless.
somebody
yeah.
sponsored
Do you?
by like Carpets by Otto.
I seen one guy was sponsored by he was a point guard for a college basketball team, and he was sponsored by in Iowa. He was point guard for Iowa. He's sponsored by a big firework company in Iowa. They come to the firework company and get
I've seen a
autographs.
I've seen a couple.
So there's gonna be some like way out there fucking
Oh, yeah.
brands.
Big
Like,
sell
oh,
go up.
hell yeah.
Arkansas's wide receiver got sponsored by PetSmart
See, I mean,
because
whatever.
all of his Instagram pictures and shit over
Yeah.
his dog.
Yep.
So if you actually, I wrote down a few of those. PetSmart was one of them. Boost Mobile, Degree deodorant, and
Is this all for this one kid?
no.
This
These
is
are
just
just
like some of the
people-
brands
yeah.
that have signed deals.
These ones were like the random brands that I noticed.
You probably had the same website as well.
Probably. And Kool-Aid. That's
Oh,
another one that.
Yeah. It's because
all
that
these
dude-
companies,
it's
and
because
they're
that dude's-
significantly
did you
cheaper
read that
marketing
part of
ploy
that?
for all these
Yeah.
companies.
It was because that dude's nickname was Kool-Aid. That was his nickname.
Really?
That's what they said.
That's fucking awesome.
And the last couple notable ones that I wrote down, Miami players that want to be endorsed. They can be endorsed by American Top Team, which is they're like nationwide MMA gyms, and for every player that wants to be endorsed or whatever signs a deal with them, they get $500 a month per player. So just by advertising or promoting their business, then if they sign a deal, then it's $500 per month per player.
There's probably a no compete clause with that too, that they can't be signed. They can't sign deals with any other gyms. Can't be seen at any other gym. There's obviously more logistics and stuff into these deals than we're talking about. But
Oh no, and so sorry, what?
No, I was just gonna say, speaking of logistics and everything, there is 2 bills flowing through Congress currently on the federal level for regulation for all of this.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure that was gonna.
They're still bouncing back and forth, but one of them is the College Athlete Bill of Rights, and then the College Athlete Right to Organize. Those are the 2 bills that are in Congress currently. Nothing's really came about it yet, but they are still floating around.
I mean, there has to be.
there's got to be some type of regulatory.
Absolutely, because there's
Otherwise,
going to be
you're
some
gonna
crazy
get-
ass
you're gonna
weird
get
ass shit
fucking
going
weird
on.
companies trying to pay people fucking $4 million when they're not a real company. Or
Fucking
some shit
Pornhub
like
to
that.
you, cunt.
To you.
He's really hung up on the
I know,
Pornhub
it is,
deal.
you know. So and actually one of the last
We're
big
gonna be
ones.
fucking playing like college badminton next week.
Fucking Terror Attack.
It's gonna be a part of the Terra Thunder.
Terra Thunder. Yeah. The Thunderdome.
The Thunderdoggies.
And Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon. He signed a 6-figure memorabilia deal, and I want to do more research into it because it said an NFT deal with Nike. So
That's fucking cool.
I don't quite understand how the logistics of that.
Oh, it was a
but-
single. It was a single drop, auctioned off by Nike is what it was,
Gotcha.
and then whatever the split was for it.
Yeah, because
I
I
saw that
saw.
one.
Oh yeah, because I saw it
Probably
said
just
NFT
him
deal
all
with Nike.
swagged
but
out when they fucking beat
Something
Ohio
like that,
State
yeah.
on this fucking
Even though we didn't
sideline.
play.
I know, but he was like gold chains. Fuck.
There was a couple other cool ones too. Smarty Streets. I don't know what it is, but they signed every female BYU athlete. Every single one of them.
Streets.
What?
What is the?
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, okay.
But they signed every BYU female athlete.
Smarty Streets. Yeah, I couldn't even speculate what
It's
that
probably
is.
from out there. Like, I don't know.
I'm just thinking like it's like a tampon
Like
brand
a
or something.
college bar right there.
No, it's like a bunch. I think it's a big
They
company.
probably don't really go to
Yeah,
bars.
they probably don't go to bars at
No, they're
all.
Mormon.
They're probably
Mormons.
I think if they go to a bar, I think they get expelled from school.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. You're BYU. You can't drink.
And
Well,
another
they're
one
definitely
was-
not sponsored by Pornhub then.
Another cool thing is teams are hiring like NIL coaches and branding coaches to help athletes.
Well,
So, like,
I was thinking about that because I wonder how much.
It's gonna get real deep.
Fuck, I just lost the word. Agents. Like how many?
so
like,
technically,
there's such a
you
college
still can't sign an agent.
Okay.
That makes you a professional athlete. You
That
cannot
makes sense.
play. So
Okay.
that's why schools are hiring branding coaches to help you. So like if you go to say you go to Ohio State and you don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know if this deal's good or that deal's good. They have a branding coach or a
Kind of
NIL
guide you.
They renamed an agent. That's all
Yeah.
that fucking is.
But it's not just you.
Yes.
And you're not talking to.
It's like a
professional
counselor, like a
organizations.
guidance
Yes,
counselor almost.
Basically,
It's an agent for Ohio State. That's what you are.
No, it's
You're
basically-
the agent for
it's,
Ohio State.
it's basically somebody with a marketing degree. Is what it is.
Yes. That's
I
it.
bet there's going to be a
Dope
series
job.
of dope ass marketing careers at each college now that will be specifically for
That'd be
all
cool.
of this. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
Smarty Streets is the 3-time heavyweight world champion of location data intelligence.
So it's a tech company. It's a
Used
big.
by Netflix, Microsoft.
So it's a
NASA.
very very
Yes,
big
it's
tech
a very
company.
large tech
It's probably based in.
They gave
Silicon Valley.
$2 million to BYU to 300 female athletes.
What is that divvy up to?
He compensated. It says under the agreement with Smarty Streets, each female student athlete will be compensated up to $6,000
Probably
for
depends.
sharing about Smarty Streets on their social media.
So all they have to do is tweet about it, and they get $6,000, almost anywhere up to $6,000.
I've also read that some of these companies are basically like for the athletes they're signing that don't have full rides, that they're saying, hey,
Pay
look,
for
like
their-
you have
yeah.
to like this money's for your scholarship.
Tuition, yeah.
Basically.
I saw that another BYU, all the football walk-ons. It was a protein company paid for all the walk-ons tuition.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's super.
All they have to do is tweet like once a week or something about the protein bars.
So I don't
I would
see
do
any
that for
issues with
free.
Every
this.
fucking day.
It's a great way for big companies to launder some money too. Make them look real good in the process. Like hell yeah.
I don't
Marty
see.
Bird shit.
I don't
Straight
care.
to Ozark.
Marty Bird. I don't see any issues with this the way. I think this is a really, really, really neat thing that they're doing, and the NCAA is just gonna fucking
I do have a question.
suck a fat one.
I do have a question.
It's like a fat one.
One thing that I've
Yes.
always thought of in NCAA, college, basketball, football, anything, is I enjoy watching the games a lot more because there's so much more passion involved because money's not there. There's no money that is, like, they're not being directly paid, so there's a lot more passion behind the game than there is because once you get to the NBA or NFL, you made it. You know, and there's less passion, there's less fight, there's less, you don't get the fire that you do in the NCAA sports. So will that change from all of these endorsement deals?
I
and
don't
all
know
this
if
money
I
getting
completely
floated
agree with what you just said.
I do.
around?
That's
100%.
actually why I prefer college over professional, is because I feel like college athletes are more
You go to an NBA game,
fired up.
it's a show. You go to a college basketball game, Ohio State game, it's a fucking experience.
Now, see,
You're
I
there.
love NBA playoff NBA. Like I will watch that because like you can tell. Like I totally agree, and I think a lot of it has to do with how many games they play in the NBA.
No,
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
play 82 games.
Same thing. Same
Exactly.
thing.
to 27.
Correct. So I can see the argument there. I never looked at it from that point of view, and I could totally see that might be an issue. But I also think a lot of these guys, they busted their ass their entire lives to not only go play in college sports. So I think they're going to keep doing it. And then a lot of these guys that are playing Division I college sports are also trying to get the bigger picture of them moving into professionals. And obviously they have to
so
keep.
They can't just flip the switch off.
Correct.
Because then they're not going to make it where they actually want to be.
And they can lose
Correct.
their fucking deal. It's not like
Absolutely.
that's the
Yeah.
only reason I don't agree with that is because the NFL money's not guaranteed. Your contract is not guaranteed. If you don't play,
Oh, I
you
see
don't
what
get
you're
paid.
saying. Yeah.
For sure.
I think the only two that are guaranteed is baseball and basketball. So, like, for example, when, what was it, Le'Veon Bell didn't play for 10 games. He didn't get paid for 10 games. So he lost, what, it was probably like fucking almost $3 million.
So how do these guys that are like, I mean, you fucking NFL teams that are, I mean, how many are on a
30.
roster?
30.
On a roster?
55.
55.
50 something.
Okay, so, and how many of those 55 are actually playing a game? I mean, obviously.
Probably 30.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't tell me these guys are doing this for free.
No, shit, you get paid decent amount just to be practice.
Yeah, just
practice
to be
squad
there,
makes
they
about
get paid,
100K,
but
60, 100K. But that's what I'm saying is that money's not guaranteed. Like if you're the star running back for the Steelers and you get hurt, you don't get paid.
Guaranteed money.
They have to get some guarantee.
Yeah, there's
not until recently. Prior to probably 5 years ago, nothing was guaranteed.
Even like rookie contracts though, like there's an X amount that's guaranteed.
Yeah, because you always read that,
Yes, now because they started not striking, but like fighting about it, the NFL Players Association, because it wasn't like that. It used to be like, if you got hurt and didn't play, you didn't get paid. So now I think they've probably organized something to where like, hey, if I get hurt, I get paid still this much or this much. That's why you see now people, like you can, NFL contracts, you'll get a $20 million 5-year contract and then it'll say like $9 mil guaranteed. It's like no matter what, they get $9 mil. Even if they get hurt, if they get cut, they make $9 mil.
And that also doesn't
Unless
include
Patrick Mahomes get 500 mil.
Yeah, that was all guaranteed, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure his whole contract was
Yeah,
guaranteed.
it's 10
And
years, but
and a lot of people don't remember or don't realize, like when you see kind of like, okay, like a $9 million contract, and like, oh wow, like it's $9 mil, but at the same time, people don't include endorsement deals in that amount.
No,
So
yeah.
people don't realize how much extra money these fuckers are making.
No, exactly. But that's
I can see.
I was just curious
I can
on
totally
that.
see that
I
argument.
get your point, but I was just saying that like these people, like if they don't, they have to still play. If they don't play, they don't have a job.
yeah.
right.
But that's
I
exactly.
think there's just something about a fucking, I don't know, it might sound shitty to say, but there's something about a fucking teenage kid or a fucking 21-year-old kid out there fighting to fucking prove himself.
Compared to a
Not-
35-year-old man who's been in the NBA.
Yeah,
for
but
15
I guess it's still like he's fighting for a job, just
Yeah.
like we all fight. For
Nah,
a
I mean,
job.
let's be real.
Work hard
There
for a
are
job,
there
right?
are 100 guys in the NBA that do not fight for a job. They
Yeah.
have a job.
Yeah.
There's just something that just the age, and like the tenacity of a fucking 20-year-old that's like, fuck you, I want to be the best.
Well, and that's the other part that drives me nuts about some of the NBA guys is like there's some nights that you can just watching them play. I mean, they're just there going through the motions, and
Yeah,
they're just-
absolutely.
I mean,
That's where I'm basing it
The
off.
only
of.
thing too is you got to think they're humans too though, and they play 82 fucking games.
Yeah,
Yo,
that
you're
was
right,
my
you're
argument. Was
totally
how many
right.
games they played.
And since you said that, speaking of that, I have one last thing to say. You said, what did you just say?
I said they're
humans.
They're
yes,
people too,
just
yes.
like us. So what about the thought of these NCAA athletes having another thing on their plate that they have to deal with on a daily basis, where they have to get their Instagram followers up, they have to follow up on
in my
this
defense-
whole extra
in
thing
my
rather
defense,
than their
A
student.
lot of them already do it.
For sure,
Prior.
absolutely.
Now they just
But
have
now
someone
they have a
paying them
reason
to do it. Yeah.
Now they have a bigger picture. Like it's not about academics and college sports.
Yeah, but the only thing
it's,
with that
it's
is
bigger. It's
with,
bigger
with the
than
way
that.
social media is set up. I can go on my laptop and schedule tweets for the next 6 months in advance. They don't even have to do anything. They'll sit down one night and set a whole 6 months of their life up.
They also, I don't know for certain, but I would guess that some of those guys also have people that do that for them.
Oh, yeah,
or,
dude.
and not an
especially
agent.
now.
Yeah,
Or
for
just
sure.
somebody and it could be a college intern, that says, hey, look, I'm going to pay you.
And that's
X
what I'm
amount,
saying
X.
is teams are starting to hire people to do that.
Yeah,
You be
absolutely.
my brand
Take the
ambassador or
load off
whatever.
maybe or
I
whatever.
think
but-
they're gonna undo all the shit like the Ohio State stuff and the Reggie Bush.
No, they
Okay,
already
rest in
said they
peace,
won't.
Jim.
They already said they won't. No.
Yeah.
Because there was
Anything in general,
they tried to petition to get Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy back and they wouldn't let him.
Yeah, they've already
They
come
said
out
no
and
matter
said,
what
like,
you
no.
guys do, he's not getting it back.
That's bullshit.
He broke the rules when they were the rules, and just because they're not the rules now,
Exactly.
it doesn't mean that what they did is okay.
Basically what the statement said.
Well, they're okay. Never mind. That's a different story for today. But
There's a commercial out right now that like throws a dig at him. He's in the commercial. Like, he
Mhm.
walks by and the dude.
The Heisman house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Is that what it is? Where
Yeah,
the
they're in
dude's
the
like-
Heisman
he's
house.
Like, don't sell that online or something.
okay, I gotta say something though. What about them expunging all the fucking cannabis arrests?
I thought about that when he said that.
They're legalizing cannabis all over the United States, and they're freeing people that have been held behind bars for fucking tiny little cannabis sales or
Yep.
consumption, whatever. In general, and they're expunging all the records. Why can't Reggie Bush get his Heisman back? Why can't Jim Tressel get his reputation back?
Sports and athletes are held at a higher standard.
I don't.
You can't break the rules at all.
I think the simplest way to put that is it's the NCAA. They are saying we're giving you this, but that's all you're fucking getting, and they're not doing anything else.
That'll
That's
change.
literally that.
I guarantee that.
I kind of think it will too.
100% it'll change.
100% should, but
Well,
We'll see.
we all
We'll see what happens.
thought that eventually Pete Rose would be allowed back in the Red Stadium, and he still isn't. So
Hey, when you break rules in the fucking 60s,
You die.
You
Don't come back.
actually, that's not true. I think they did welcome him back.
they did. Yeah,
They did. They had a like a Hall of Fame ceremony thing, and he was there for that. But he's still not allowed in the Hall of Fame.
They had a Hall of Fame ceremony for him.
No, then I guess it wasn't. It was like a Reds.
It was like a ceremony of
Actually,
something.
okay, now you have to
They
say
invited him back.
It was something for the like a Reds Hall of Fame or like a Reds.
I think they actually
whatever.
inducted him into the Reds Hall of Fame. Is what they did.
Okay, yeah, not the baseball.
Because the
Hall of Fame.
MLB told them they couldn't do that, and now they did because it's legal. Or it's whatever the fucking situation.
Anyways.
Michael Jordan did it. He just had to retire, so it's fine. You can come back.
Diary. I hate these motherfuckers. I'm trying not to feel that by writing this down.
These bitches better get out of my house because it's my motherfucking bedtime.
Ways to get
He's just writing letters down to make it look like he's writing.
excuses to get out of the pod.
Alright, bitches, you ready?
Let's do it.
Waiting on you. Cock walking.
I have a feeling Jess is gonna break that or something. Like she's gonna get really. You sit there on the couch. She's gonna.
I'm gonna master this thing. It's gonna be nice.
You have a guitar. You have a keyboard.
Logan's gonna
And
sell
now
this couch and figure it out.
Harmonica, ukulele. I'm gonna master them all by the time I'm 90.
Okay, I wonder how long the time frame was on this.
Here we go.
It's a nice 70.
Here we go.
Years.
Yep, here we go.
Here we go.
Here he goes.
Here we go.
Should have did like a question on a week segment.
Let's start this off with everybody
wish I
licking
would've
into the
kept
microphone.
Will you stop touching my feet? Do it up. Read them. Got some questions. Read some shit.
What kind of question we got?
You got questions?
I do.
Well, maybe
It's a
we
question.
have
Question master.
Do you have answers?
We're
Question
not really good on the
matters.
spot.
We know.
Not really good on the spot. I don't know. You're funny today. Remember?
Yeah, apparently today is one of my funny days. Schools me.
And
Nothing.
I feel like you're funny. You're just. I don't know. You just seem chill.
Just seem-
cool as a cucumber.
That's like a given. That's just always the
Speaking
thing.
of cucumbers, I ate a whole jar of pickles yesterday.
Did you know where that was going?
Those are way different. Cucumbers suck.
Cucumber in Logan's closet.
We're not doing that question. We're not talking about that.
I do. I like cucumbers. You know
I like cucumbers. I didn't say I didn't.
No,
We-
Cucumbers suck. Eat
They're
pickles.
just sticks of water.
Dude, they gotta be
Hard
okay.
fucking
Fresh
stick of
cucumbers
water.
out of the garden. You gotta peel the skin off though, and put some salt on them. They're fucking.
No, I love like whole cucumbers.
Just
I'll
drink
bite
a cup of fucking water that I pour salt in instead of breaking my teeth.
I love like
And
just.
also deep throat pickle. Jesus Christ. Go on with the
I'd
questions.
much rather deep throat a pickle than eat a fucking cucumber.
As long as they're the little crunchers.
Oh, deep throated pickle is definitely the name of this podcast.
I'll eat the fuck out of those little
tiny
crunchers.
half curled
Hell
ones.
yeah.
Real ribby.
Oh yeah. Hell
Those
yeah.
are the best.
Hell yeah.
Anywho,
Well, you got some questions,
I
right?
do. Really quick on that, I have to tell you guys. So I was mind
Jesus
blown.
Christ, Mimi.
My sister, when she I love cucumbers. I'll cut them up, eat them, whatever. My sister took a full cucumber and just bite the top off
That's what
of
I
it
do.
and eat it down like a pickle.
Yeah.
And I was like, first time I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, what?
You're fucking crazy.
And it's essentially eating a pickle. I mean, that's how she, you eat
No,
a pickle,
it's
whatever.
not.
But she's taking a cucumber and just,
I do like that sometimes.
not lick it, bite it.
She's like,
This is the biggest cucumber I've ever seen you with. Gone.
I didn't think that they're
How the fuck did you do that?
They're not soft on the side either. You know, they're all prickly and shit. So I don't think.
Fucking gross.
All right, so I got a couple questions for you, fellas.
My
First one.
answers.
First one: if you could have one superpower of your choice, what would it be and why?
Logan.
I'm gonna go with this kind of bounces off another question that I don't think we're going to use, but teleportation would be pretty dope. I don't want to fly. I just want to fucking get wherever I want to be right now. Anywhere. Jumper.
I like that.
Who's the dude on Jumper? He's from Star Wars.
What's Jumper?
Jumper's a movie. Rachel Bilson's in it. And Luke.
He's looking at you, Gage, like you know what he's talking about.
You've never seen Jumper?
I have. I'm trying to remember.
Anakin. It's Anakin growing up.
I don't remember what his name is. It's Hayden something.
Yes, Christensen.
Hayden
Yeah, Hayden Christensen.
Yes. It's a good movie.
Wait, what did you say?
He literally just, as soon as he sees a picture, you can
He
just
can
go there.
That'd be sick.
Huh.
But I feel like with teleportation, you wouldn't need to see the picture. You just go.
I know, but it just what it made me think of.
Sounds much better than going through a fireplace.
You know, driving 15 hours.
Like Santa.
So Santa still has a sleigh that he has to get to places.
Jordan's life. Like, what's the correlation?
Your life sounds really good right now.
I was going with Harry Potter, but I wasn't going with Santa.
Oh, I guess they do go through the
Yeah.
fireplace.
Diagon Alley.
The fireplace or the fucking brick wall?
No, that's when they're.
that's
No, when they're-
platform
when
nine.
they're creeping
yeah,
around
they go to
later.
Did you
Yeah.
say diagonally or Diagon Alley?
Yeah, so I would teleport.
Okay, good one.
Does it have to be like a real superpower?
Whatever you
Or
want it to
anything?
God.
be. Doesn't
Whatever I want it
have
to
to
be.
be.
I would
Anything.
want the superpower to be able to make money whenever I wanted it,
That's perfect.
and that's kind of self-explanatory. Why would I want that? So that I can just always.
So
have
you could
money.
just have unlimited money?
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, I guess that does kind of make sense. Like if I just teleport to like the Virgin Islands or something, I got nowhere to be. Nowhere to
You
go.
still no other money.
I'm here.
I'm here, but
But I guess I could just like
You can just
teleport
go
to
home.
the beach.
You can just go
and then
home.
teleport home.
Or you
and-
could teleport into a bank vault and then teleport home.
Hey, Jumper, that's what he does.
Hey, look, we're on the same page.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck your
Fuck
guys.
both of you.
We're going on vacation
What's yours?
together.
Fly.
I wasn't.
You get fucking.
I wasn't
Put my
prepared.
windshield in your forehead. Bugs in your mouth.
wasn't prepared.
I'm the most unprepared person ever.
No, you stole mine. That's why. But
You guys can have the same superpower.
I think-
Teleport together.
I think my superpower would be, man. There's so many good ones that I'm gonna say gills. I want to have gills. I want to be able to swim
That's a good one.
and be underwater for long periods of time.
Forever.
And
We wouldn't have to
because
go out.
Gills.
humans suck, and I
Literally
think I
forever.
can make friends with fishes.
What if you go down there and the fish
Suck worse
don't
than
talk?
because they probably don't.
They're just
And I want to be a lonely human like I am on Earth. Anyway, no.
You're still on Earth. You're still on Earth in the water.
I'll learn to communicate with the fishes.
fish.
It's all friend, not food.
Fish or friends, no.
Yeah, okay. I was like, what? Got it.
Well, actually, so the teleportation thing was something that I had in my mind earlier in the week. But I'm gonna go with being invisible because I feel like I could get money. I mean, stealing money, but whatever. They would know it was me.
So it's teleporting into a bank.
And I could. Well, yeah. I still want to use teleport, but I'm coming up with something different other than choosing that. So
But
not
so you're
taking
not
teleport.
picking
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
I'm
don't
not
feel
taking
bad
teleport.
about stealing the money.
No, Oh, yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna be invisible, so I can walk around.
I'm
Where
gonna
I'm
steal
at.
money.
And I can, like I said, I steal money, but whatever. If I want to go just walk on an airplane because I'm invisible, nobody can see me. I mean, I can
Yeah, they can
go
still
wherever I
feel
want.
you. And your presence and your
What if
aura.
it was
You
like-
open doors, you have to open doors.
No,
Yeah, but the aura thing, that'd just be like that one person that's like.
Yeah, you just
hey,
walk
you
in
feel
behind
that guy,
someone.
and then everybody's
Yeah.
like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm not saying there's not a.
You gotta be good at what you do.
Well, no. What I'm saying
So
is by
you
being
do it
invisible,
practice.
people can't feel me. They can't. They don't know I'm
So you
around.
become a
They
ghost.
can't. They can't walk. They're not gonna pull a fucking invisible cloak off me, and I'm gonna be, there I am.
Yeah, but you're saying like when you're invisible, you can't be touched.
Basically,
No, or even if they could feel you, they're just gonna be crazy because you're not gonna be there.
pretty much.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're not having like a cloak over
You can
top
fuck
of you,
with people easy.
but
I'm not gonna.
what if there were stipulations with your superpowers? Like you could teleport, but you could never go straight back to the place. Like you couldn't go right back to where you came from. Or if you were invisible, you had to be naked the entire time.
Deep bad.
I guess it wouldn't matter because you could just get to wherever you want to be and then get clothes on.
Can we all agree that I picked the shittiest fucking...
Cup? Yeah.
No, the cup's dope, dude. The cup's a fucking last day at Hidden Beach Bar.
The
They're
cup
fucking
is-
close for the
The
season.
cup is cool when there's something in it. When there's not something in it, it just looks
dirty.
dirty.
No, I'm talking about my pick. It's fucking.
What was your pick again?
Swimming.
Alright,
The
so
fishing
good
was-
Gills.
How do you forget that?
Because it wasn't.
I don't think that's.
I think it was like it
Because
wasn't
they're all
bad.
making money and being
It wasn't
cool punks
bad.
and
Well,
shit.
yeah,
and I'm in
you
the water swimming with fucking fish.
It wasn't bad, but
At
it
least I got
definitely,
food all the
it
time.
definitely got. I mean, it was top 4.
You could just swim anywhere you want.
It was top 4 picks.
You wouldn't have to fucking
4 out of
pay
4,
for
okay.
pay for airfare. You could just
That's what I'm
hop in the
saying.
ocean.
Yeah, but
swim.
he has to swim.
He might get there in 2 months from now.
Really
but-
fucking good at it.
I said it was a good one.
Well, yeah, eventually you would be like a fucking dolphin.
I would like to have the I would
That's why I said dolphin. I knew you were doing it.
I would like to have the ability to do that whenever I want to. So if I want to,
whenever you want to.
no, like the gills thing. Like
Oh,
if I want to, yeah, like if I want to take something and then I can grow gills.
Oh, my gills would
You
be
know,
on my
whatever.
ass for sure.
And you could win
Never
money.
seen-
You could go on MGM fucking sports and bet that you were gonna fucking be underwater for 10 hours.
Yeah, and
Oh,
not tell
that's a
anybody
way
you
to
got
make
gills.
money. You're right. You're right. You're
So
right.
these gills
Then
are not
you have to-
visible.
Be like a David Blaine show. I
Then
could
you,
be like.
then you have to explain it once you come up after 4 days.
Do a big breath like
The deepest breath ever. Like, damn, that was rough. I don't know how I did that.
So your gills not visible?
He said they're on his ass.
But that's
Gold you
that's
said
like
for
Harry
sure.
Potter too with the gillyweed.
Yeah, that's what I was getting with.
I didn't.
Yeah.
This all stemmed because I never said that it was a bad pick.
All right.
But
Well,
you
go
know,
ahead.
I
Go
said it
ahead.
was top 4. It was top
What's
4.
what's the next question?
Top 4. Anywho, if you could be a part of a TV family, which one would you choose? So, I know we're not choosing this, but like the Huxtables, whatever. Family Guy. Go ahead.
Can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
The motherfucking Fast family.
It's a good one.
Dominic Toretto.
Yeah.
All them.
Yeah.
All
That's
them
a good
cats.
They
Yep.
They have a lot of drama.
They have a lot of drama because they're fucking
I went to
saving the
space.
goddamn world, brother.
They went to space.
They went to space. No,
That's
but they're a family that are not necessarily blood.
Okay.
Boom.
No, Mike, you go. I went second last time.
Okay. I would be part of the Dumphy family from
Huh?
Modern Family.
Oh.
Not in family.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Would you fuck your mom?
Hello?
Valid question.
It is a valid question. She's pretty fucking
Or
hot.
your
Sophia.
or your Aunt Sophia.
I guess it depends on where I'm at in the family, but Sophia
Damn, that's good.
married into the family though, so it's not like she's, it's not like she's blood.
Oh, so it would definitely be like one of those. Anyway.
Yes, it would be. It'd be like one of the
Yeah,
Pornhub things you've been talking about all night. What?
How many step wrong?
You skip
Stop.
bang bang.
Damn it. I don't know about this one. I was only thinking of like TV shows that I've watched.
What? Was that?
Yeah,
Like the first one that comes to mind is American Dad.
You
Dude, I would love to hang out with Roger all day.
Roger.
Roger and
the
Klaus.
fish.
Yeah. That'd be great.
That's not a good one, but that's gonna be my pick.
No, it works. Gage?
I'm gonna say the Winchesters off Supernatural. Hot monsters and shit. That'd be cool.
Alright, so you got yours
I've
was
seen
yours was 4th out of 4.
You can't use the same joke.
Yours was
twice.
top 4. No, I've never seen that show, so I don't have an opinion on that. But
It has like
I love
17
Modern Family.
seasons, so
Supernatural.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
Next question.
I didn't write any social. No, not the off the wall one.
I'm not actually. I didn't. Would you choose how you die or when?
To know when.
Mhm.
So
You either get to choose how you die or you get to choose when you die.
Can I say like I
But
want
I
to die
feel-
at old age?
But if you choose when, then you could just say never, and neither of it ever comes.
There you go. But there's another question. Would you want to be immortal?
No, I
'Cause
wouldn't.
everyone around you dies.
I would say I would want to know.
Be cool for a little
I would
bit.
probably want to know how I die because I live literally
No,
my
it's
life
pick.
every
He
day.
said pick. Pick how you die or pick when you die.
It's either how or when.
Oh, I get to
A lot of
Yeah.
times the question is know when or know how.
That's what. Yeah. So he's
It's
saying
not the question yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Pick. Okay. I don't know.
Do you want
I
to
feel
know
like
how you
if-
die
I
or
feel
when you
like
die?
if you knew how, like
You could just
every
avoid that
moment
place.
you.
Yeah,
but
I
feel
have
like you'd always
anxiety,
be
so that
kinda
would be
like, oh,
fucking
shit.
either
He's
either
anxious
or,
right
and
now.
I'm anxious as fuck right now. I can't
Like,
even.
what if they told you like, how do I die? I'm walking down the street. Like, okay, fuck.
No, but it would be
every
like
day I'm walking down the
I
street,
think
I'm
with the
like,
question
okay,
comes
I'm
like it's
fine.
elaborate. It tells you like you die on this street at this you would know what street it is.
Yes.
I'm just never walking down that
I
street.
would probably want to know. I wouldn't want to know time because then I would be either way, my anxiety is going to override my life. So I don't know. I don't want to know when. So I think I want to know how.
I agree with that.
Just because I live my life to the fullest every single day. Because if I die tomorrow, I'm fucking totally cool.
And knowing that the knowing, but essentially the question is, you get to choose how you die or choose when you die. So it's not.
I would say when.
It's not when. It's not you get to decide which one you get to know.
You get to
decide.
When.
So
I choose when.
Yeah.
You don't die any other way besides when you pick.
Now, see, I don't agree with.
I jump out of a plane without a parachute.
It's not. There's no right or wrong answer. I would rather choose how, because then I don't know what's gonna happen. I have no idea when it's gonna happen.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't want to live my life knowing that this date in the back of my mind is coming up and that's when I'm gonna die.
Are you telling me
This
like I
much
have to
time
pick
left.
right now?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that. Like it's literally just a ticking clock.
There's a dude showing up here and he's gonna ask you one or the other, and then you gotta
ready?
decide. It's like death from Family Guy.
Hey man.
Yeah, but then you have to live your entire life
Like normal.
knowing how it's gonna happen. Like,
But I'm fine with that, because then you could also avoid it. You could avoid whatever
Or
that is.
You don't even think about it because
Exactly.
it's already done.
Exactly.
You have
But
no
also-
idea when
but-
you're gonna die,
but
but
you
you're gonna
al-
die this way. Fuck it.
You also
Yeah, but you
said
know.
that you wouldn't want to be immortal, so if you
No.
just chose like, oh, I want to die when I'm like 98.
yeah, you could just pick when you're 110. Boom.
If I want to die, say I want to choose how I die, I'm gonna my parachute's not gonna open when I skydive. Well, when I'm ready to die, I'm gonna go jump off a plane and the parachute's not gonna open. At least I know I'm dying. Right?
Yeah, but
You get to decide
but
when and how.
You know how these fate situations
Do you
work.
think
You're gonna put in a
like,
situation.
"Alright, yeah, I'm
You
ready."
fly.
I
with-
think I 100% think people at some point in their life, older people at some point in their life say, I'm ready.
Yeah. But-
Absolutely.
But the
You don't
problem.
think that comes with like other stipulations though, like maybe they're sick or they have like
Absolutely.
no family left.
But they don't have a choice.
But that's my point. Like,
I know,
that's
but
why
I mean like to just be like, okay, I'm ready. Like say I was 115, I'm like still kicking, and I got fucking 50 grandchildren. I don't think there's ever gonna be a time in that scenario where I'm like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's go.
Well, when I can't
Why?
wipe my ass anymore or anything,
Well, I know, but that's what I'm talking about.
That's a different
stipulation.
scenario. That's not the
Yeah,
same.
Yeah.
That's a stipulation. What I was saying to you, Mike, is skydiving. The way situations work and like the fate type of things work. Skydiving isn't you going up on a plane to skydive. What happens if you're on a flight and the flight's going down and you have a
Yes.
parachute?
Or so then I'll be able to teleport.
That could happen tomorrow.
And I'll never.
Oh, we're mixing all the questions together.
I'm teleporting.
Well, if I
You're invisible, so no one's gonna see you fall.
That's fine.
if we're mixing all the
no one's
questions
gonna
together,
watch
I'm
you
gonna-
die.
That's fine. Nobody's
You'll
gonna-
die lonely as fuck.
I'm already prepared for that. It's all right.
Yeah.
So,
I got
God
that.
damn it.
I didn't answer though.
It's a toughie.
It is a toughie because I don't
I'll tell
want
you guys
someone.
ahead of time.
I don't want like 5 days beforehand me being like, damn it,
change my
here
mind.
comes the scythe.
God damn it, I'm dying in 3 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I am gonna choose when though.
So you can take it long enough back, far
Then
enough away, you're gonna be in a
also,
situation.
my family will know, and like, yeah, it'll still suck.
Everybody's
but-
saying
It
goodbyes,
won't
and it's
be
so
but
sad
it
and
won't be
somber, and I think it'd be better to be abrupt. That it's like, hey, you just at that point you got to live every fucking moment, man. You got to be ready. You don't know when it's coming. You just got to be fucking ready.
Yeah, but isn't that the point anyways?
It is. Ding.
Next question. Is this the
Uh,
off the wall one?
2 more. No. Okay. This one I actually have to think about a little bit. What would be your last meal on death row?
Oh yeah, I forgot we had
Fucking easy.
What's that?
Seared Chilean sea bass with a vegetable medley and some rice pilaf and
Holy fuck, he's talking about this.
king crab legs,
Mahaba.
some bluefin tuna sashimi,
You're gonna be able to
fresh
eat all this?
I don't think they give
Gloucester,
you that much,
Massachusetts.
Ah,
from Massachusetts.
A wood fire margarita pizza.
You might be done. I think you're
And-
time's up.
hey, tomorrow's the day. What do you want? Well, you got a
Double.
notebook?
Fuck off! I'm not done yet.
Got a notebook.
A double pour Blue Label scotch on the rocks.
$1,000.
Actually, no, I want it neat,
60.
not diluted, and a tall draft IPA. That's it.
IPA.
Doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care what it is.
That's
What
the
if it's
that's
that-
not
what if it's that
shitty
rooster one?
That's fine.
That you gotta be
Oh,
pissed.
fuck
You-
off.
you-
mate.
You
Fuck
end
off,
your
mate.
meal with that. And you're
Jesus
like, oh,
Christ.
man.
All right.
Give me something better.
Let's just go with Bell's Too Hard to Ale. Make it simple. I know I like it.
Next.
It'll be good. Tall draft. Bell's Too Hard. Boom.
That's good.
That would be my last
I
one.
have the cheapest fucking thing in mind.
I got a pretty,
cheeseburger and fries.
I got a pretty cheap
Peas
one.
and
right now.
olive pizza.
No, let's just get that because it's the only
Dude,
thing
I
that
had a
delivers in
pickle
20 minutes.
pizza last night.
What does that consist of?
Ranch dressing, cheese, and pickles.
Is it from Depot?
No, it was
Pistazios?
from it's from Stasio's. It was fucking great. I
That's
was
pretty
like, damn, this is pretty good. First time I've ever been there. Awesome place.
Did you go to the bistro?
Yeah,
We ordered that once. They had weird hours.
they gave it to us for free.
It's open all the time now because of the bistro.
Oh, we ordered it one time and they're like, oh yeah, we close in like 10 minutes, but yeah, we can do it. It was 7 o'clock.
They did have really weird hours. Not like I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday they're open like all the time.
8
Because they-
o'clock, the kitchen
Middle of
closes.
the, it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. It was like from 4 to 7. You could order.
I don't know,
Yep.
They might have stayed open late for us or something.
Sounds about right.
Star sticks, is that there?
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever been there. I didn't order anything. They just brought me a piece of
It was
pizza.
good though.
The server was cute, so. All right,
Sorry, Logan's wrong.
tangent.
I want to hear what Logan's cheap one is.
I probably had like a $60 order from Taco Bell, to be honest with you,
There's nothing wrong with that, to be honest with you.
which is like my normal order, like a drunk order at Taco Bell.
That's
I want like 12 fucking dark ass heavy beers and $40 Taco Bell.
That's
not bad.
simple,
Simple,
simplistic, and dope.
Yeah, I feel like I can't be like, oh, I want a Wagyu fucking drenched in.
Because
whatever sauce.
well, first this
You're not a
this
foodie.
reverts. You're gonna say you reverts back to you're not a foodie. You
You're not a foodie.
You're not somebody that is gonna.
All
go
that
out
stuff
and
that you
find
just
that.
said, I like most of that stuff. Like, if you put it
So
in front of me, I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh god, I really want.
You gonna order like chicken tenders on Friday or a burger, maybe a salad?
A benchmark? No, we get the cheapest steak they have.
So, yeah.
Because last time we were there, I got a $26 steak. I loved it. And I tried Drew's $120 steak, and I liked it equally the same.
There is a difference, but it's if you don't, if you're not somebody
I
that
didn't
cares,
taste the
then it's like
difference.
whatever.
So yeah,
Like drench it in A1.
I want to get wasted on beer that I like, or scotch, whatever I choose, and fucking just drunk Taco Bell.
All I could picture when you said that
I dig
was like
that.
you like shitting your brains out on the chair when they fry you. It's all Taco Bell.
Well, it's not
They don't fucking electrocute you
anymore.
They haven't done that in years,
I'll be fucking spewing shit out of every orifice. Like,
That's not true. Some
I
people
thought I was
still use
getting-
electric chair.
I thought I was getting euthanized.
No, and actually
So I'll just take a chicken noodle soup and a glass of water.
Let's have a Caesar salad, please.
No, actually, fuck it. If you're gonna kill me,
Yeah.
blow me up.
Actually, there's a state. I don't know what it is. I have to. It's
They use the electric chair still. It's probably fucking
No,
Texas.
but they just brought back. They just brought back the firing squad. So the line.
That's gotta be Texas. That's gotta be Texas.
Yeah.
There's
It's
always
that revolver.
I feel like there's certain.
You gotta. They play Russian roulette with you.
But you
But
get,
they pull the trigger
you
six
get all
times.
6 straight. Yeah. You don't know when it's gonna happen, but you know how it's gonna happen.
Well, we have a musket today.
Hold on a second.
they like hit your arm. They hit like your arm and it doesn't.
Hold on.
Come closer.
Any
A
last
little
words?
closer.
Hope you have a novel.
It's a cannon. They gotta reload.
It's a cannon.
Stand in front of a cannon.
Bend over, I have a grenade full of Vaseline.
The grenade's full.
Vaseline.
Full of Vaseline.
What is going on?
Can
I'm
I
gonna
get mine?
shoot you out of the cannon, then it's gonna get you looped up. Here, hold this grenade for a second. You're gonna be covered in Vaseline.
Now they're gonna fucking throw you up with a grenade enema and fucking pull the pin.
He said a grenade full of Vaseline. So when it explodes, it's nothing but Vaseline.
I know, then you're looped up, they throw in your cannon, and they fucking shoot you, and they're like a...
Oh Jesus.
We get here from our food.
I don't know. I have no idea how we got
What's
there.
eating, Gage?
That was fucking wild. I'm gonna eat.
Vaseline grenade?
No. I'm gonna eat a number 55 Big Kahuna chicken cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's, and a cheesy gordita crunch from Taco Bell.
I haven't had a good Philly in a long time.
Right, spicy ranch, no tomatoes.
And probably a Baja Blast
Oh, yeah.
from Taco
Wow,
Bell.
bless breeze. I was surprised that you didn't choose any meat. Like I thought maybe you'd want to eat some type of meat just to end it.
I have no interest.
Once you go green, you never go back.
I'm gonna miss a nice juicy
I'll miss
steak ever. That's good. You're past the breaking point.
I hope so.
He's like, no, actually, there's a poster on my wall. There's a Wagyu steak.
Literally, there's a Wagyu steak on my ceiling.
It's just a steak.
I beat my meat to that meat every night.
It's
I actually named my penis Wagyu.
Good morning, Wagyu.
I'd want a steak. I'd want something.
From where? It's gotta be specific.
I can 100%
say
also see you talking about
meat.
your dick like that.
I mean, I've had really.
It's the best steak you ever had.
I can't choose between. I have two. But I would say yes to both of
I had this
those.
conversation with Isaiah a lot.
So either
Just got my hair.
one would be Benchmark, it's phenomenal. I will say that, and two would be Capitol Grill, both of which are phenomenal. Oh God, you know what though? There is one. I went to Hell's Kitchen in Vegas, and that steak. I didn't even use a knife. I just and cut it with my fucking fork. It was so tender.
My problem with something like that though is that I just eat it in 10 seconds. I'm like,
Savor it, man.
okay.
Well, it was
What-
like-
what's next? Can I get another one?
But I'd want something
That's
that's like a
$175,000.
like a 24-pound ribeye or something, or not round ounces.
Okay.
Now we're talking. We're gonna postpone this execution for a couple days.
No, you don't even have to fucking fry me. I'm just gonna die.
Actually, just bring the whole cow in here. Or anything else.
Start with the S.
Oh,
No, so
shit.
yeah, I definitely, you guys were very specific, but
Steak
I'm
and
not that
potatoes?
specific. Yeah,
Steak and
I
bacon.
would go for some veg. Yeah, something like that.
Asparagus.
Some veg. Yeah, some asparagus.
Steak and some veg.
And
Chip steak and veg, please.
probably maybe sweet potato,
Ew.
steak cooked medium rare.
It's gotta be cooked perfectly.
It
Has to
it
be.
had to be.
Has
Otherwise,
to
I'm
be.
sending it back.
You guys all medium rare?
I am.
I think if you send it back on death row, they're just gonna walk out and
They're gonna take it. You're gonna get shot.
Are you sure? 'Cause this is the last one you're ever gonna get.
Well, we were gonna shoot you with a needle. Now we're gonna shoot you with a revolver.
Speaking of Isaiah, I did get him to finally go to medium because he used to always be a medium well guy. And I finally got him to go down to
I've
medium.
had that conversation too. He said, I'm pretty sure he told me the best steak he's ever had, at least around here, was at the casino.
Really? Because now, like I walked in the other day when he cut my hair last week, and he was talking to this other dude about he was going to Benchmark for his anniversary last weekend, and how it was the best steak he's ever had, and how he just fucking loves it.
That changed.
That dude goes there like at least probably once a month or every other month, so he loves it.
Interesting.
It's good, yeah. So I'm excited.
It's good.
I'm interested for your final question.
But I really quick before we move on to the very last question. My boss at Longhorn cooked me a steak. He went back there, handpicked it, and cooked me one a couple weeks ago.
He handpicked it.
He because every steak is different. I like a ribeye, so it depends on how much like marbling, like fat is on it and whatever. He went back there, handpicked exactly, cooked it perfectly, and it was just as good as like a Benchmark steak. And he even told me, he's like, honestly, he's like, when I go to like higher class places like that, he's like, I don't get steak. He's like, because the steak quality isn't that big of a difference between what you get at like a Longhorn compared to like going to like a Benchmark. He's like, the quality isn't that dramatic of a difference.
It's just how it's cooked and how well it's cooked.
How it's prepared, you know, is it frozen? Did they come in fresh? You know, whatever.
Did they kill the cow back there?
Like Friday, I probably won't get steak because I'm like, I'd rather try something different.
Doesn't matter there, it's all expensive.
Yeah, it's once a year. Just don't get Blue Label this time.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Last
White
question.
label.
What's that?
What?
What did you say?
Get Black Label.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably still gonna be $40.
All right, last question. It is a this or that.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it one question or multiple?
It's one. I guess it could be.
Would you
multiple,
rather
but-
fight the jaguar in the basement?
This is simple.
Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Vampires live forever, don't they?
Correct.
Werewolves don't.
I don't know. Never seen one.
Vampire or werewolf?
So what kind of vampire are we talking here?
If we're talking Twilight, I'm gonna be the werewolf. 'Cause
No, I don't think we're talking about those.
That's a good. I mean, that's a good example.
Like
if you really want to,
Dracula?
Like you talking like can't go outside during the day vampire or like
It's a simplified answer.
They both only
Question.
come on at night.
I like
no,
garlic.
because vampires can actually go out during the day. They just can't be in the
Yeah, didn't you watch Twilight?
Vampire.
I'm not thinking Twilight. That's,
I
I
think
don't
thinking
know
like
what-
Van Helsing
I don't know any other fucking. I mean, what?
or
What else is
Transylvania.
it? Ooh, Hotel Transylvania. I want to be him. He's cool as fuck. I do like
I
him.
don't know if vampires actually go on like cruises.
But
and shit
werewolves,
like that.
werewolves, you can't control yourself when you become a werewolf.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Once
so
it- once it
vampire. I'm
changes
gonna have
at
to be a
night.
vampire then. I
think
think. I don't want to.
definitely a vampire.
Yeah, vampire.
You're not a cool hotel.
Why did you say it like that?
Because I thought this.
You're
Jordan.
I thought this was
Yeah.
gonna be different.
Vampire.
Is that from a movie?
Yeah,
Is that a
I
movie-
can't-
is that a-
I
is that a movie
can't-
reference that none of us got?
I
Yeah, it was.
I can't think of any movie where the werewolf is like actually, other than Hotel Transylvania, but he's got like 1,000 kids. I can't think of any movie.
Why is that
where-
relevant?
Yeah.
How many kids the werewolf has?
Because that's the only movie I can think of where he's like is actually controlled himself as a werewolf.
Yeah, they can't. No, you
He's got
can't.
1,000
Yeah.
kids running around and he hates his life.
But back to the Twilight thing. Couldn't they turn it on and off?
What?
Like when they became a werewolf?
No. In
No.
Twilight?
I feel like
Yeah,
they could.
in Twilight.
I feel like all of a sudden
they
they come running out and they fucking.
Are we basing this decision off Twilight
No,
or
but
like
it's just,
lore
it was
on
a, it was a
the
it was a
things?
segment to the question.
When I think of werewolf, I think of like Harry Potter.
Because based on
Yeah,
like,
at nighttime when the moon comes out,
that's how
yes.
the like
And then
werewolf
he's gonna
lore
try-
actually
yes.
is.
Kill
Yeah,
his
like you
nephew.
can't control it.
Killed a nephew.
Isn't Harry his nephew?
Sirius's nephew, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay. I see what you're saying now. But
He,
But
he
Sirius
literally in
was
the middle of
the
the conversation.
werewolf.
No, he was.
so what's the downside to being a vampire?
Lupus was the werewolf.
There's a lot. There's a couple. You don't like garlic.
Or silver.
Silver kills you.
Okay.
You can't enter someone's house without permission.
You can't be in any
You have weird
direct
teeth.
light.
What did you say?
Can't be in direct sunlight.
Oh,
You have weird teeth.
so is Logan.
I don't know if I have weird teeth. I have very
Just kidding.
brittle.
That was like
almost
subtle, like
non-existent
subtle and
teeth.
funny.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it's definitely a vampire.
Yeah, I don't think there's really.
I mean, a werewolf, 90% of the time you're a normal human being, but that 1% of that 10% of the time, once a month, you
10% of the 1%, Bernie.
you fucking kill everything and
99%
everything.
of the time it works. Or what is it, like
60% of the time it works every time. I'm
Sex
definitely picking vampire.
I think we're all in agreement on vampire. I don't see.
Van Helsing
You can find
I
ways
have no
to
idea
get,
what that is.
to get blood without
With Hugh
actually
Jackman.
killing someone.
I never saw it.
and Kate Beckinsale. Hmm.
Good movie. Why did you say it like that? Is she naked in it?
No.
Huh?
The way he sounded was like aggressive. I don't know. You know, she was nude.
She's just a fine-looking woman.
Alright.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Is there what's it called?
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing. All right.
It's kinda old.
Yeah, I'll watch it this week.
But everybody's hunting the vampires and the werewolf's just like a fucking crazy beast.
Anybody got anything else?
Is there a jaguar fighting something down there?
Probably.
Right, that
Probably
main
lots of
water.
water.
I don't got nothing.
Forping that water up.